Today, let's go over an easy and overpowered Town Hall 12 attack using the Blizzard and the Dragons. What's going on, my friends? My name's Corrupt. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are looking at an extremely easy and overpowered attack here for Town Hall 12, the Blizzard Dragons. This is incredibly powerful. So what are you looking for in a base design to use this? Well, you want to try and take advantage of a particular area of the base. So if you can take advantage of an area like this where you can get rid of 2 air defenses and the Town Hall, that is something I would look for. If you see other structures like maybe an Inferno Tower or the Eagle Artillery, go in for those things. You want to try and create the pathing so you're cutting down this area of the base here and making it easier by using an E-Drag on one side so you can send your dragons in this direction. It may be a little bit hard to kind of understand from that, but you're also going to be bringing in the Zap Quake. So this is a really easy way where you can use the lightning spells to get rid of sweepers if they're close to the air defense, but using the Zap Quake to get rid of one of the air defenses, and then you could use the Blizzard over to get 2 more, and that is what I would recommend. I would try to go in for 2 or more air defenses with the Blizzard, and you're seeing that it's using it right on top of the Inferno Tower. That way we're not right on top of the Town Hall, but we're able to reach all the structures within that one compartment. Be very careful though about using the blimp directly on top of the Town Hall or close to it, because once the Super Wizards see another structure behind the Town Hall, it's going to go straight for it. So you just want to be very careful with those things. So you'll see on one side we're using the Queen and the King. We're just using them to sort of get rid of some buildings. But what we're doing at this stage is we're using the Baby Dragon, and we're also going to use an Electro Dragon up top in order to create the funnel to make it easier for the dragons to push into this final air defense. That way it's going to make it easier because the pathing now is fairly simple. Now, because we have something that looks a little bit like this to drive through the base. It's really simple when you take the time to really look at it. The Blizzard carves out one particular area while you're able to deal with the enemy clan castle troops with the poison, use the Warden Eternal Tome to continue powering through, and then you've got the use of the dragons and the balloons to go through. If I were you, I would definitely use the Rage spell first, but overall, you're going to have so many dragons up that it is not even going to be funny. Now, you don't always have to go ahead and use the Blizzard with the dragons. You can always just use a standard Zap Dragons. If you notice that you can get to the Town Hall easy without having to take care of it with the Blizzard, then you can do that as well. But the Blizzard Dragons opens up a lot more in terms of dragon-based attacks, and it gives you a better and wider idea. This works really well on max bases, even if you're a new Town Hall 12 like I am. So it's definitely very important. And speaking of which, let's also go ahead and go over some live attacks that we have using the Blizzard Dragons. Alright guys, let's see if we can take on this base, and as far as I can tell, we have 1,000,000 gold and 1,000,000 elixir. Definitely not going to pass this one up. So I'm going to go ahead and start by going towards that Town Hall. So I'm going to use 2 balloons just to see if there are any seeking air mines. I'm going to use the blimp. I'm going to pre-place my rage, drop the invisibility, and there we go. Let's see. Let's keep in mind, I'm going to use another one right here. And that should be enough to get rid of the Town Hall. Let's see. Can we get rid of it? Yes, we can. Can we get rid of another air defense? Unfortunately, we cannot. But we're going to be able to use 3 lightning over here and 3 lightning over here. So that's enough to get rid of those. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by using my King here. And I'm going to use a Baby Dragon over here to create the funnel. I'm going to have my Queen right here. And I want to make sure that I'm getting rid of the Archer Tower before I send in my Super Wall Breaker. So once that goes down, I can use a Super Wall Breaker there, and now my Queen will be able to go ahead and reach the air defense. And let's see, so while the King's doing that, I'm going to create the funnel over here by using a couple balloons. Dragon, that should be good. We're going to pop the Queen ability. It looks like the Expo died literally immediately right after. And let's see, let's go ahead and drop in the balloons. Now I'm going to drop in the dragons here. drop in the Warden with them. That should be good. Now I need them to go over towards that single target Inferno. That is the next major threat. So let's see if we can get these balloons and dragons to go over towards that direction. I'm going to use a minion here. I do need most of them to go in, so I'm going to use a rage spell right there. Pop the Warden Eternal Tome on some of those dragons and some of the balloons as well. But this is looking good. I think this is going to be a triple. I know that this base isn't entirely alive. It was kind of a mix between the two, but also the loot was absolutely insane. Now, the only question here at this stage is going to be, do I have enough time? And I think I do, though. With the amount of dragons I have, I still have a ton of time. I should still be able to get through it with no problem. I'll probably slow down the king in order to make sure that our dragons can get through with no problem. But this is a very simple attack strategy, and you saw with the first replay, the first example, really giving you guys that really good idea of how you guys can use it against max level bases, even as someone like me who does not have a max Grand Warden or other heroes maxed out. So it's still a very, very strong attack strategy. Looks like it came down to about 18 seconds from the looks of it. Are there any other builder huts? Doesn't look like that, and it looks like it's going to bring us down to about 11 seconds there, but super solid attack and basically 2 million loot. Let's go ahead and find another base design to use this attack on. Alright guys, we're going to be trying this base design right here, and this one, it's not maxed, but it is around Town Hall 11, Town Hall 12 level, perfect for what I'm doing. So, let's go ahead and try to get into the core of the base. So I'm going to start with a couple balloons, just to soak up any Seeking Air Mines. I'm going to be using the Battle Blimp here. Put a Rage, put in Invisibility. Do we get in there? Oh, we just barely. I'm going to put down another one here. And let's see. Is this going to be enough to possibly get down the Town Hall? Doesn't look like it, but that's a large amount of that base down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop in 3 lightning spells here, 3 lightning spells here. That's going to be enough to get rid of both of those. Now we don't have to worry about any air defenses. So, I'm going to go ahead and drop my king over here with a baby dragon to create the funnel. I'm going to drop my queen in over here with the baby dragon as well. I don't think I need to use a dragon. Let's see what we need to do. I'm going to pop my queen ability here. I'm going to drop in a couple balloons there. Send in my dragons here with a couple balloons. Pop the king ability, warden. And then I want to get all the way over to that town hall. So I'm going to drop in my rage a bit early. And let's see. I'm going to pop my warden ability right there. That way we can get through the town hall with ease. And there we go. We got through there. And now we just need to worry about that single target Inferno, because it's going to do massive work. But I think we're looking pretty good. We have the balloons now right up in front. The Inferno Tower is gone. I think we might be able to get it. We still have a poison that we can use to reset. Uh-oh. Nothing went for the single. Oh, man, that sucks. A lot of our dragons are going on the outside. It would be nice to have an E-drag. I think that's one of the things. Let's see. Do some of the dragons go over? Come on, you need to take down that single. Take down that single, boys. Come on. Come on. Okay, I think we're going to get it. But it's that Expo, man. That Expo is going to do massive work, too. We have a lot of dragons, though. We do have a lot of dragons. I think the issue, though, is going to be all of that point defense. That's going to absolutely melt these dragons. Maybe I should have made a better funnel. Not exactly sure. Maybe bringing a super wall breaker could be better. It's going to be really close. Really, really close here. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think we are going to get a fail. First attack. It was super close. The only issue is that just the funneling was not correct. And unfortunately, it's not enough. Well, it's going to be a 93%. Let's go ahead and do another live attack. Alright guys, let's go ahead and hit this final base here. I know it's not entirely maxed, but some of those key defenses are maxed out. So I'm going to go ahead and drop in one balloon here, drop in another balloon. Let's kind of wait a little bit, and then we're going to drop in the blimp. So that way we can get our blimp to go directly towards the core. I'm going to drop in a rage, drop in the invisibility. Let's see, can we get the super wizards in? We can. We use another one right here, just in order to make sure that we are able to get through. Can we get rid of this town hall? There we go. Whew, down it goes. Now we have to worry about that single, so I am going to take advantage by going in directly towards it. But first, let's go ahead and use the lightning spells. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3. That should be enough to get rid of it. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use a baby dragon over here. And I'm going to use my king and my queen. And I'm going to use a super wall breaker to get into this area of the base, since my queen can reach all those other structures. So that way our king can go in. I'm going to drop in a dragon here, drop in a minion over here. I'm going to pop the king ability, use another dragon here, and then we're going to send in my dragons, send in the balloons, and I'm going to send in my Grand Warden right behind. You may notice that I do actually have a hero potion on them. So let's see if this helps. I'm going to use a rage spell here in order to get through the single target Inferno. Down it goes. And we do have the Warden Eternal Tome and the Queen ability. And let's see. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the Grand Warden ability here as we get some of these dragons to go through. Some of the balloons also get to stay alive. Our Queen still has her ability as well. This is looking fairly good. I think we're going to be able to get the triple here. We have a good spread on our dragons. I'm going to use my queen ability here. Let's get through that. And I think this is going to be a triple. We should be able to get through with no problem. We do have just a couple dragons here, but we should have enough to power through. Even though that this wasn't a max base, I was able to still show you guys how strong this is. These are the type of bases that I would try to hit. But outside of it, it works incredibly well as long as you don't mess up with anything. It's really easy unless, of course, you fumble with something. So for me, that's something that I need to get better at, and I'm still a noob attacker, of course, but you guys can still see how strong it is. And even though we had a fail in the last one, there were a couple things that we could definitely change up. We can see still how completely easy and how strong it actually is. Let's give you guys one last replay before we end off the video. Now, I know some of you guys may not have access to the super wizards from your clanmates, so you can always go ahead and use a regular zap dragons. This is usually really good, especially if you don't have the blizzard, and this can still be done on a lot of bases. As an example here, you can take advantage of an area like this by using 4 lightning spells and 1 earthquake to get rid of the air defense and multi-target Inferno. And along with this, you can go ahead and use 2 lightning and 1 earthquake to get rid of another air defense. That way you're getting rid of 2 air defenses. That way you can drive in with your dragons without having to worry about an air defense. It makes it just a little bit easier. Then you could also delay your hero dive. So you'll see that he's going to use 2 lightning spells in between the archer towers and 2 in between the air defense and Inferno. That way he can get rid of all of the buildings in that compartment. So now what he can do at this stage is he can create the funnel. He could probably use another Zap Quake over here just to make it a little bit easier, and also get rid of another Archer Tower, which again could cause some pathing issues for the dragons. So making sure that you're able to get rid of those means that now the dragons will stay on the inside and go through the base. So what he's going to do is, now that he has a nice funnel set with the dragons, he can go ahead and send them in, and they're going to go into this direction right behind the air sweeper perfectly. Now, while that's going on, he can delay his Sui hero or hero dive, as you can see there, and we could drive in with the dragons and the balloons underneath the rage spell to where they're able to deal enough damage to the town hall. Use the Grand Warden Eternal Tome in order to get through the town hall and also through other buildings, so you can protect the dragons for long enough. You can have the Stone Slammer going in across the base to provide more tankage, but as that Sui hero kind of moves through, their job is to get over to this final air defense. Notice how he's not using a super wall breaker like you saw in the live attacks, but instead he's going to allow this queen to walk in, thanks to the walls being a little bit more awkward, to make it where the super wall breakers or regular wall breakers won't be able to see that as a full compartment. But as you can see from here, is he's got enough of the dragons, he's got the use of the balloons and dragon from the Stone Slammer that created a bit of a tank for the rest of them in order for them to easily move through the base. This attack strategy is a really simple way that you guys can get 3 stars really nicely, and you don't even need to use the Blizzard. So hopefully you guys found something useful from this. Hopefully you guys enjoy the Blizzard Dragons, and make sure you guys share this video with your clanmates if they want to become better attackers. And along with that, if you want to become a better attacker, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell. Make sure that you also go ahead and follow me over on the social and join my community Discord server. But outside of that, I will see you guys in the next video. Corrupt, signing out.